School districts in Colorado could lose as much as $70 million in funding for the next school year. This after the Trump administration withheld nearly $7 billion in congressionally approved funding that school systems nationwide were supposed to receive on July 1st. Colorado's largest school district, Denver Public Schools, says the delay in federal funds could impact the most vulnerable students in the district. They tell your reporter in Denver, Jasmine Arenas, it's uncertain if they will be able to continue funding programs and positions that hinge on those federal dollars.
The programs threaten serve students such as migrant youth, students in low-income communities, and English learners. DPS tells us that if those funds are not released, then the impact will be significant across the district.
As a district, we should be concerned, but really everybody who's a parent and citizens, I think.
The future of key education programs in Denver is unknown, as a $10 million shortfall looms over Denver public schools.
No, this is completely unprecedented, never happened.
For the first time in his 5 years as chief financial officer, Chuck Carpenter says federal funds weren't released on July 1st as expected.
We've been planning for this since October of 2024. If there are to be future cuts, that would be in next year's budget, not in the current year budget.
The contested funding supports teacher training, services for English learners and migrant students.
Our program that's going to start in August 2025, we're ready to go. Our budget's set. And so to get news that funds that have been appropriated by Congress, fully legal, are not going to be coming, look, that's just not right.
The U.S. Department of Education says the delay is to review if the grants align with President Trump's priorities, a move that could spark legal challenges.
There's likely to be litigation about this, and if it turns out that the executive branch can just basically say we're not going to spend the money that Congress appropriated for these things, sometime in the fall, DPS is going to have to make decisions to get our budget balanced without these funds.
Statewide, nearly 37% of students are Hispanic. At DPS, it's half of their students. District leaders say this delay isn't just financial, but a threat to educational equity.
These are real dollars that impact real people's lives. To just cut $10 million out of a budget is never going to be just something that we can deal with, and it won't matter. It'll be felt.
District leaders across the country and across the state are asking the U.S. Department of Education to act now, otherwise the effects could be devastating. In Denver, Jasmine Arenas covering Colorado First.